Welcome back to my conversation lessons. This is the second one, and today we're going to talk about cooking. Now, why these conversation lessons? It's because many people ask me, can we have a one-to-one conversation lesson, because I'm great with grammar, I'm great with vocabulary, but I really need to improve my way of speaking. So, I hope you enjoy this. If you need to contact me, you can use my email address, and you can also visit my website where you can find extra resources. You can find the lessons about the B2 English course, and you can also book a free one-to-one conversation lesson with me. So, this is my kitchen in Italy. It's quite small, it's quite old-fashioned, but I love cooking, so my kitchen is very important for me. So what do you need when you start cooking? Well, first of all, you need to find a recipe. Now, pay attention, be very careful, because recipe is different from receipt. A recipe è una ricetta, per cucinare ovviamente. A receipt è una ricevuta, so be careful not to confuse them. The recipe will tell you which ingredients you need and also how to prepare the dish you want to make. Now, the dish is the same word to say la stoviglia, quindi il piatto, or the food. So today we're going to explain how to cook something savory, cioè salato, which can be a pasta-based meal or a meat-based meal or a fish course, etc. So probably you will need salt, pepper, tomato sauce, onion, garlic, oil, which are normally the basic ingredients to start cooking. Pay attention again, because pepper can be both the vegetable, il peperone, and the spice, il pepe. Jennifer here is going to help us to pronounce some ingredients. Jennifer, how do you say, for example, carote?
Carrots,
Zucchine?
courgettes,
Melanzane?
aubergines,
Which Americans call?
eggplants,
Yes. What else? Pomodori,
tomatoes,
but Americans pronounce it?
tomatoes,
Ok. Cetriolo.
Cucumber,
Ok. La carne di maiale.
pork.
Now, dire la carne di maiale è diverso da dire maiale, cioè maiale come animale ha un nome che è?
Pork.
No.
Oh no!
Now, pay attention, because one thing is to say the name of the animal, and another thing is the meat from that animal. For example, il maiale, nel senso di animale, si dice
Pig,
ma la carne di maiale si dice
pork.
e il vitello, per esempio, in senso di animale è il calf. La carne di vitello è
Veal.
ok. Now, before cooking, you might need to reduce the ingredients to the right size. How do we do that? You can slice something. Affettare. Slice significa affettare. Ma quando si dice slice, che significa sia fetta che to slice, affettare, intendiamo proprio tagliare qualcosa a forma di fetta. A slice of bread, for example, or a slice of courgette, zucchina. So slices can be thin or thick. But slicing, it's not the only way to reduce food into smaller pieces. For example, you can chop something, and to chop doesn't refer to any particular shape or size. It just means to reduce food into smaller bits. You can also dice an ingredient, che significa tagliare a cubetti, or you can also mince something, which is the smallest cut. That's why la carne tritata si dice mincemeat. Now let's talk about the procedure. So the actions that you do to cook. For example, you can boil water to cook pasta. Boiling water means that you can actually see big bubbles forming and the water is in full motion because you're boiling water at a higher temperature. But there is also another word which is to simmer, and to simmer is very similar to boiling water, but at a lower temperature, so you can still see small bubbles forming, but you're boiling more gently, and you can actually use this technique to prepare a broth, cioè un brodo, which you can also call stock. You can steam something, for example, you can steam vegetables, you can steam rice, or you can steam fish, che significa cuocere a vapore. And you can also shallow fry something, cioè soffriggere o friggere superficialmente con poco olio. Si può fare il soffritto, si può cuocere la carne con poco olio, but the important thing to remember is that shallow fry is different from deep fry, because deep fry is when you put a lot of oil, and so the food is actually all covered in oil. Per esempio quando si fanno le patate fritte, che in inglese si chiamano chips, ma gli americani le chiamano French fries. The last thing is how you add food. For example, you can say add a pinch of salt, un pizzico di sale, add a dash of oil, so letteralmente pochissimo olio, or you can add salt and pepper to taste, quanto basta. Okay, time for some practice. Try to say taglia il pane a fette. Okay, you can say cut the bread into slices, or you can also say slice the bread. You try and repeat now. Now try taglia le zucchine a fette sottili. Okay, you can say cut the courgettes into thin slices, or slice the courgettes very thinly. Try and repeat. Now try, aggiungi un pizzico di sale e pepe quanto basta. Okay, so add a pinch of salt and pepper to taste. Don't forget that you can always go back and have a look at the words again, pause the video if you need more time, so it's up to you. Adesso una difficile. Fai bollire gentilmente il brodo a fiamma bassa. I know it's very challenging. Okay, you can say simmer the broth on a low heat. E come diciamo, taglia il vitello a cubetti. Yes, Dice the veal. Very simple. Dice the veal. And how would you say cuoci tutti gli ingredienti a vapore? Yes, steam all the ingredients. Okay, that's it for today. Stay tuned for more topics. Next time I'm going to talk about how to make a cake, and there is a verb which is completely different from cooking, and I'm not sure you know it. Bye!